Here's the back side, or I should say the front side of the brewery. Notice that the managers are there. They drove their Mercedes and Lincolns to work. Employees are coming to work, and notice that there's a sign here for the employees that to think about safety as they enter the plant and work there. A tree surgeon is working on this tree here. You can see two trucks parked there on the curb, actually on the parkway, and a man on a cherry picker is up there probably trimming the tree. Champion Packing Company is a large complex here. We have a Watkins refrigerated truck backing up to the dock, and it looks like the driver and the receiver are talking about the load. In this narrow alley you'll see a truck being backed up and guided by that employee there. The dock of the newspaper company has 2 rolls of newsprint on this dock, and these rail cars here are stock cars that bring livestock to the slaughterhouse. And here's a restaurant that's on the corner. This packing company has a ramp that goes up to the 2nd floor, leads down to these livestock pens where attendants are cleaning the pens or feeding the livestock. There's pigs, horses, and mostly cattle. Notice the carcasses hanging there on the dock, dripping blood on the floor. And we have a truck delivering some more livestock. There's a bakery with smoke coming out of its stacks. And a refreshment stand where a guy is coming in to get a snack or a drink. There's the back side of the bank. The accident scene again, which is across the street from the firehouse, where ambulances and fire trucks are at the ready for any call. Here's the front side of the 7-Eleven convenience store, and there's the classic car dealership, of some which you can see inside the dealership. There's the front side of the lumber yard, and notice that there's a switcher locomotive that just pushed in 2 loads of lumber products to be unloaded. Here's the back side of Golden Valley Canning Company with 2 employees standing there, and there's that ice cream truck with nobody around it. Back side of these townhomes plus the bicycle shop. The owner put a garden in there, and it looks like careless about his bicycles. They were on a rack, but now they're all laying on the ground. This is a city records building, and this tall building back here is Wanamaker's department store, which is next to a old hotel, Hotel Warrensburg. Looks like they did some tuck pointing on the corner of this structure. And notice that there are lace curtains in the 1st floor lobby. We have some commercial buildings here. Electronic firms are stationed inside. Here's a library, public library, and the City Hall. City Hall is complete with bell tower and clock. Quite a fancy building. Notice that the flower boxes have flowers in them by the lamppost, and there are city employees there, which is across the street from the JCPenney store and American Cleaners. And we have some other stores here, a clock repair shop, and here is the old firehouse that was turned into a antique mall. And we have a Art Deco building standing here. It's rather tall. Train stations, factory, staging yards, all the way down here to these freight companies, employees working on the dock. I wanted to show you the tunnel exits, entrances, plus this cliff that has the foliage and bushes, trees growing out of nooks and crannies. This is about 12 feet in length. Here we have a highway coming underneath the mountain with a police car, I guess, waiting for speeders. There's an old house here with an elderly lady ready to get into her beat-up car. There's a matchbox garage. 3 Victorian houses with a guy ready to enter his Buick. In the background you see a bed and breakfast and 2 manufacturing companies. And this right here with the barn and the farmhouse, the tunnel with the car, the pickup truck, and these buildings, that is actually a hatch that can be lifted up from underneath so that I can have access to the back of my layout. I just lift the handle underneath and tuck this under, and everything is glued on there so nothing falls off. There's a general store there with gas pumps. And this is all next to a river. Looks like somebody threw a barrel of something in there. We have several bridges, railroad bridges and vehicle bridges over this river. And I'm going to have to make this a part 3 to show you the rest of my layout. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you.